Survivor Wednesday. What's up, Burb Files lovers? This is my 67 Pontiac Tempest with a 468 cubic inch V8. It's a 400 block with a stroked 455 crank with big block Chevy rods. It's fully balanced. Makes about 505 horsepower. It's got a Lunati Voodoo 704 cam. Today what we're going to do is take off our Holley Street Avenger 750 4-barrel vacuum operated secondary carburetor. And we're going to install a new Brawler 850 double pumper. There's two reasons why I'm swapping this out. One is the vacuum secondaries. I'd like the secondaries to open up quicker. Don't get me wrong, the car is very fast, but it can be a lot faster if I had a double pumper. And the other reason is, if you'll notice, I've got a hose clamp, the band clamps, and then stainless steel braided wire, which goes to an AN fitting at the fuel pump. I'm going to change all that out, and I'm going to put nylon braided line that's rated for ethanol fuel on there. And I'm also going to change the fuel filter to an AN fitting style. And then I also have a new AN fitting for the carburetor, the 4150 style. There's nothing wrong with this carburetor. Everything's fine. I do have a wideband gauge installed on my exhaust, and she runs 12.8. Whether she's idling, full throttle, cruising, it runs fantastic. I just want the secondaries to open up a little bit better. If you notice, there is a coil, an MSD coil sitting over there in the firewall. I was going to change this out to an MSD 6AL2 ignition, the programmable one, but this car's coming off the road in a few, let's just say a year, once I get the Volvo DL245 wagon up and running. Once that's running and it's fun to drive and everything, I'm going to take this off the road. This needs a body off frame restoration, rotisserie, the whole nine. I've had it for about 20 years. I've always just resto modded it. I've never had enough time or shop space to take it completely apart, and I think she deserves it. So for the interim, I'm just gonna take this carburetor off, put the new carburetor on, and adjust the four corner idles and maybe make a jet change if I need to. I'm gonna change the plugs. I also need to find top dead center on the compression stroke so I can find out what number plug 1 is, because I didn't mark it when I took the plug wires off, and get everything ready to go. So here we go. So we just pulled the passenger bank of spark plugs. Now, don't go on how good these or bad these plugs look, because all this car's done literally for the past year, truth told, is idled. I really only have maybe 15 or 20 miles on it. But these are AC Delco R44TS, and you can see the heat range right on the band there. It's coming halfway down the band, pretty much perfect. So these are gapped to 45. I think I'm gonna gap them up to 50, and we're gonna put the passenger side bank back in, and we'll work on the driver's side. I won't show that. Maybe I will, I don't know. For our whatever Wednesday on the Burb Files. Start installing the plugs, but I want to bring the engine to TDC, top dead center, on the compression stroke. So I'm going to stick my finger in there, bring the balancer around until I hit quote 0, and let's see, be easier with the plugs out. Now I'm just going to put all the spark plugs back in. I'm going to figure out what wire number 1 is. I'm also going to take a look at the... I'm also going to pull this cap because I want to see, 1, what the bushing looks like, and 2, I want to see what springs are on there. If they're a little bit heavy, I can bring those down with 2 other springs, so it'll be a little snappier. Not like it's not snappy as it is. I mean, the thing hauls ass, but just to, you know, finalize the tune here.